waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. 'Cause this is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. 'Cause this is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider.
Y'all need to wake up, wake up, wake up. Ain't no time to be going to sleep. Y'all know we be live late. Y'all hit that like button. Welcome back to tdphinstalk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Y'all hit that like button on your way in the building. I ain't gonna keep you long. Just was thinking about it. I was supposed to go live earlier, but I didn't. I got a little bit busy, so I didn't get the chance to, but I want to go ahead and go over what I wanted to talk about. Miami Dolphins leave an obvious clue about the future. Yeah, we've been doing a lot of speculating about the Miami Dolphins and whether or not Greer or McDaniels on the hot seat. I think it's confirmed now. It's confirmed now. Barry Jackson pointed out something today that hit me because I didn't even notice, but it was like, wow. Yeah, it's official now. Sorry, y'all. Let me turn this filter off. It got my face looking polished and stuff. Let me turn the filter off. All right, there we go. Back to normal. You can see a little bit of acne and stuff. Yeah, that's there we go. Take the filter off. I was looking like Shannon Sharp for a second. All right. But yeah, no, I'm not clickbaiting. Barry Jackson wrote this today and it hit me. I was like, wow. Yeah, the writing's on the wall. He said Dolphins have given no guaranteed money in 2026 to a single player signing free agency. That tells you all you need to know. That tells you all you need to know. There's a revelation in that. The Miami Dolphins literally have signed like 13 free agents, and not a single one of them have guaranteed money for next year. That tells you everything you need to know. This is a hot seat situation. This is the ultimatum where Chris Greer has been given a directive by the upper echelon guys in the front office and Stephen Ross. Don't spend none of our future money. Don't lock nobody in long term. No more like restructures to the point to where we give more guaranteed money. This is it. You either get it done this time or it's over. That's interesting. That's interesting. The Dolphins have prepared for a rebuild next year. The Dolphins have prepared for a rebuild next year. JD the Great said Daniels have $3 million if he on the roster March 15th of next year. But then he ain't got no guarantees. We're talking about free agents they sign and they unequivocally have money next year that they're going to get guaranteed. None of them. The Dolphins are prepared that if this doesn't work, it's over. If we are not successful this year, this 6-year project would have officially have failed, nail in the coffin. And I don't want to get ahead of myself, but all I could think right now, man, is dang, y'all, we just went through 6 years of this. When this season is complete, we're going to say we just went through 6 years of this. We lived through 6 years of TD telling you exactly what was going to happen, and here we are. They restructured Jackson, but not Tua is very telling too. You called it 100%. But I paid the price to call it. Because y'all know I'm not a real Dolphin fan, right? You know, that's what, a large group of the Dolphin community has deemed. TD's not even a real Dolphin fan. That's what they called me. Why? Because I told y'all what was going to happen. Wait, so how does that affect what Greer is going to do in the draft? It doesn't affect what Greer is going to do in the draft. He's going to do what he want to do. Now, next year's draft is a different story. It may not be Chris Greer. It may not be Chris Greer. Not a single player has guaranteed money that we sign in free agency. And Austin Jackson's contract restructure gives the Dolphins more cap space, and it's not a pay cut. It's not a pay cut. It's not a pay cut. Matter of fact, we got some numbers here. Austin Jackson is saving us about $7.8 million. But it added $2 million to his next year's salary, making it almost $16 million next year. And the year after that, when his contract expires, he got a $9.4 million cap hit in 2027 when he not even on the team under contract. I want y'all to think about that. And Austin Jackson's $9.9 million salary next year, not even guaranteed. Now the Dolphins have between $13 to $15 million in cap space. Let me see something here. I'm trying to see if we got Eichenberg official numbers yet. James Daniel cap hit is very modest, 2.7 million. Then goes to 5 million next year and 10 million in 2027. And a void year. None of his salary is guaranteed after this season. Wow. Nobody's guaranteed. And they still haven't released Eichenberg numbers. So the writing's on the wall. This is it. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Dolphins' last hope. And they don't even have the full flexibility to make it their best situation. And I'm going to be honest, man. The real devastating blow is if we lose Armstead and Calais Campbell. I know Eichenberg is 1 year. We're trying to get the exact number of what it costs. Let me see if they've updated it. They still haven't shown. They still ain't updated. They still ain't updated. But like I said, the writing's on the wall. They left an obvious clue about the future. They're not restructuring Tua right now. And they have no guarantee money on the books next year for the players that they're signing right now. This is obviously the season of last-ditch effort. We're officially about to play a season of last-ditch effort. And I'm going to tell you now, it's hard for me to believe that this roster right now is a roster that's going to win 11, 12, 13 games and have playoff success. I don't see it. But you know what? We're going to love this season. We're going to enjoy it no matter what happens. And we'll see where we go from there. But most of this is very telling. Very telling. If we make the playoffs and lose first, do we still see Greer next year? I would say no, but you never know. Like this contract situation makes me like if I started to believe that Greer wasn't on the hot seat. That if it don't work, they're gonna fire McDaniel and Greer gonna survive. But now knowing that none of these contracts have any guarantees for next year, which basically shows you they could only sign deals of players on a 1 year. They could talk 2 years, but it ain't guaranteed. They even got a 3-year contract in Daniels and nothing guaranteed after this year. Even Austin Jackson, with the restructure, he has no guarantees next year. Do they want to eat $16 million for Austin Jackson? That's going to be a story. So I'm getting frustrated and discouraged because I actually want this to be one of the greatest seasons, like with the greatest chance. But we just putting together what we can to survive. And right now, I'm gonna be honest. The only thing that's gonna make me optimistic is if we re-sign both Calais Campbell and Armstead. If we don't, we gotta address those two in the draft. And if we do, if we do address them in the draft, then we still got a hole at safety or somewhere else. Man, I wanted to be real excited about this year, but I'm kind of down. I'm kind of down. If we win 8 or 9 games, it's going to suck because it's going to be like, oh my gosh, it came down to the wire again and we disappointed. Came down to the wire again and we disappointed. By the way, how many years has McDaniel been the coach now? Has he completed 3 years? I don't remember. How many years has McDaniels been in Miami? Man, he's about to do his 4th season. Do you know that no coach in like the last 20 years has completed more than 3.5 years in Miami? Did y'all know that? If he finishes the season, he'll break the record. Which ain't looking good for him if he get fired in the middle of the season. But yeah, no coach has made it past 3.5 years in Miami for over 20 years. Yeah, JD, I'm sure about that, bro. I'm sure about that. We'll see if he can. We will see if he can. Anyway, I just wanted to come live and talk to y'all about the Miami Dolphins. Leave that obvious clue about the future. They're done. Get it done with what you've already done, or that's it. I'm not giving you nothing extra this year. And you're not finna go get it. And remember, that hamstrung us on free agents this year because the good free agents want multiple years of guarantees. And that's another thing. People don't understand that. You don't have any of the top-notch free agents if they don't have more than one guarantee a year. The best players in free agency gets more than 1 year guaranteed money. That's just how it rolls. So that tells you, man, we ain't out here doing nothing. All right? Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Fins up no matter what. I'm finna get me some rest tonight. I know it's pretty late, but I wanted to drop that on y'all. Get y'all thinking about it. This is the end of the road. Front office putting their foot down. We've given you enough. Here's your last chance, and we're not giving you any more. Y'all hit that like button on the way out. Love y'all. Appreciate you. Shout out to Susu. Said he's been telling you folks TD was right from the beginning. Now people want to keep on harassing him. Give him the respect he deserves, man. I appreciate that. Susu, man, become a member if you're not a member, because you drop donations and show love, and it's greatly appreciated. You might well become a member too. Let one of your super chats, join the membership. Appreciate you always showing love, man. Appreciate that. All right, on to the next one, man. Always here, TD. I know it, man, and I appreciate you big time. Salute to you, by the way, and thank you for the continued love and support. YouTube be disrespecting your boy on the ad revenue, so the super chats go a long way. So thank you. All right, y'all. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. I'll get back at it. We'll get into it tomorrow. Y'all stay blessed. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace. I'm out.